Hey folks, it's Dane here at Jonah Guitars. It's been a couple weeks that I was away, and so I did one posted while I was away, and then the last two I didn't make on Sunday. Trying to get them out Sunday night. Usually end up being late Sunday night, but so you might call them Mondays. But so I thought I'd try to get a kind of a midweek one out, a little past midweek even, but. I bought some wood from Alaska Hardwood Specialties. What's it called? Alaska Specialty Woods, Inc. Okay, I heard about them on the Driftwood Guitar channel, and I thought I would give them a try. I have gotten several tops from another outfit an outfit in Canada, and I'm very happy with them. But I just thought I would give these guys a whirl and see what they could provide. So. While I was on their website, I found some interesting stuff. If you like Sitka, it's interesting. Anyway, I'm going to redirect everything and show you what I got. All right, here we go. So the first thing, one of the reasons I went here in the first place was to look at their brace stock. And they have it in two forms. A billet that is split, which I don't know if you can tell that this is split and not sawn. That's $11. I haven't used it yet, so I did use the sawn one, which was $6.50, which was the same size as this billet before I took some wood out of it. I already had some brace material on hand, so I used about that much anyway. And I think the sawn is perfectly fine. It was nicely quartered, no issues there. I like the idea of split. Just because, well, this is absolutely, I don't know if you'll see it, perfectly quartered. I'm not sure it shows through that saw cut or not. But yeah, so, and the thing about being split is that it follows the natural grain, so you don't have run out alongside. A lot of times, a lot of things I repair are braces that were quarter sawn, but they weren't split, and the grain didn't run parallel to the face of the board. It ran sideways. So basically what that created was a place to split because it wasn't straight across. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to make this a really fast video. So let me start with, okay, I think what I'm starting with, they had a special price here. If you bought a 6-pack of A+/AA grade full figured bear claw dread, so for big enough to do a dread out of, 6 of those for $200, so that's $33.33 each, which is just dirt cheap. Well, a couple bucks off. I did a couple single tops that cost me $35, and then I'll tell you as I get there. But anyway, so these tops cost $33 each. They are marked. Everything was marked on the side with the little arrow. So you could see that would be the book matched face, those two pieces together. And I use it with the tighter grain in the center and then the wider grain outside. There are one or two here that actually were, because of one of them has clipped corners, you can't use it. The wider has to be on the inside. But anyway, this is all bear claw and big enough to do a dread out of. So I tried different kinds of lights. I'm not sure you'll be able to see the bear claw. I'm seeing some in here, down here as well. This is a pretty piece of wood. It's very nicely quartered. Okay, moving on. These were in a box, by the way. I know some people like unboxings. Again, visualize that I took this out of the box. See, now this one, they have it drawn on one side there, so. And then we've got some quilty looking stuff in here, and then some bear claw, and then bear claw, and then again over here, quilty stuff. So, nice piece of wood. I usually open them up with the match down, but this one was backward, so I'm not 100% sure. This one, as you can see, maybe you cannot see, pretty tight here, right in the very center, and then it starts to get pretty wide out here. By the time you get out here, it's real wide. I don't have a huge amount of experience as a builder, but I've heard a lot of people say that that's not a big deal. I've seen a lot of other guitar companies with really wide grain. But there again, this is really, really well quartered, so that's where your strength is at. Now, this one, as you can see, has crack resin right in the middle of the thing. And actually, I would be making, it's got some great looking claw and stuff going on here though, in here, down in here. So I would make a triple O out of this, or maybe even a parlor, just to get further away from these. That to me is kind of close. Anyway, yep, that's number 3. Number 6. Interesting color here, and it's going. This is, to me, this would be not my favorite piece so far. It has this knot here that's generated this this curve in the grain, and that tonally it doesn't make a bit of difference. You got the body of the guitar down here. This is going to be in your waist anyway, and then up here you don't have any real movement in the top of the guitar, so it's completely usable, but it's probably going to be sitting in my pile for a long time. Probably won't use that right away. I've got a lot of wood, so there's no reason to use something that I don't like 100%. And then this one, there's a little bit of stuff going on here. It doesn't really look like a claw. It just kind of looks, it's just a mark of some sort. And then you got a little bit of pillowing up in here. And again, you got the knots on the edges, but that's going to be pretty much where the waist is at. And it's plenty wide, actually. These are all pretty wide because they're dread size. So I would use something like this on a triple O to get the size down. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the 6 of the ones that were the $200 batch. Now this is a triple A. No, wait a second. Triple A minus full figured bear claw dread top. This was $52. And that's got pretty fine grain all the way out on the thing. So I like the looks of that. I like to have a little bit of grain that does something interesting. Anyway, so this is a really pretty top. And I haven't even thought about tapping any of this. So this, not bad. I'm not going to do that to all of these because it's just, at this stage, actually I like that sound better. I should tap that one I said I wasn't going to use. Anyway, yeah, cool. And then we've got this one that's it says O-14 fret size Sitka quilt pillow. And this would definitely be a, like a double O or a parlor size guitar. You see the clips here. This is the one that if it were up to me as far as the finer grain, I would put the closer grain in the middle, but then you got a piece of wood you can't use. So it goes like this. All right, and last, not least, I got a cedar top. And this is a double A Western Red cedar, big enough for a dread, $35. Oh, that parlor guitar blank was $35 also. So yeah, I've been wanting to do a cedar. You know, I did the, I like the looks of that. Just out of curiosity. Oh, that sounds nice. All right, so I did the fir, Douglas fir top. I've got one in progress on another guitar, and then I also had the second top that I got out of that blank I had. Interesting. And then as far as sides to match with these, I have 2 or 3 side and back sets of Bubinga. I have two sets of Padauk. I used the Spalted Maple set I had. I know I've got, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I have any more mahogany. I've got a 120-year-old piano, piece of a piano that's mahogany that I'm going to take some sides out of. But anyway, so that is it. I don't want to belabor this. I hope it hasn't been too terribly long. Anyway, so if you stuck it out, thanks. And we'll catch you. Hopefully I'll get another video out Sunday night, so we'll get back on track with that. This was just kind of a filler to appease you all because I missed a couple Sundays. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your week, and talk to you later. Bye.